Hindu Policy Research and Advocacy Collective USA, HinduPACT USA, is an initiative of the World Hindu Council of America, VHPA, the oldest and one of the most prominent Hindu organizations in America.
I'm Utsav Chakrabarti, the Executive Director for HinduPACT, Hindu Policy Research and Advocacy Collective. We are here to secure the future for the next generation of American Hindus.
And I'm Adele Nazarian, Director of Legislative Outreach and Communications for HinduPACT, and we are strong advocates for religious freedom and the U.S. Constitution and the principles that were enshrined in the vision of our founding fathers. We thank you for your continued support. The work we do never ends. Over the past year alone, we've covered a multitude of issues that affect the lives of everyday Americans, as well as Hindus living in countries around the world. 2021 was the first full year of our work. Here is a glimpse of some of the things we accomplished. The Coalition for Hindu Girls Abducted and Their Rights, or Chingari, has focused on bringing visibility to the situation of young Hindu girls in Pakistan, who are often kidnapped, forcibly converted, and trafficked. The only organization to actively shed light on this devastating issue, HinduPACT, has obtained exclusive footage from these atrocities from inside Pakistan. Last year, our team met with over 25 lawmakers on Capitol Hill and many more at the state level to discuss this issue. We also interfaced with the State Department. We organized 3 protests at the Embassy of Pakistan in Washington, D.C., and held rallies in more than 10 cities across the country to sensitize young Americans about the plight of religious minorities in Pakistan. Our demand that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and political leader Jagmeet Singh apologize to the Hindu and Sikh communities for comparing the Nazi Hacking Cruise with the Hindu religious symbol of divinity, peace, prosperity, and good fortune, the swastika, drew global attention. There has been an increase in hate crimes targeting Hindus in Canada in the recent past.
Hindu groups in Canada say they're being subjected to hate because the Prime Minister cannot get his symbols right. Here's what a swastika looks like, what they call the swastika. It's a symbol of divinity and spirituality, not just in Hinduism, but also in Buddhism and Jainism. What Trudeau and Singh were talking about, the Hakenkreuz, the identity of the Nazi party of Adolf Hitler. But Hindu groups in Canada say Trudeau's misrepresentation has put their community in danger. One of them is the HinduPACT, Hindu Policy Research and Advocacy Collective. Let me share with you what they've told Justin Trudeau. We believe this misrepresentation will lead to hate crimes against Hindus and Sikhs. In the past month alone, 6 Hindu temples were vandalized and looted in Canada. Hindu temples have been on target in Trudeau's Canada. The first incident, in fact, happened in November last year. 2 temples were targeted in Brampton, the Hindu Sabha Temple and Sri Jagannath Temple. And in recent months, a number of temples have been vandalized. In at least 6 temples, cash from donation boxes and ornaments from Hindu gods have been stolen.
This is part of our effort to counter organized Hinduphobia, or Hindu Dvesha, in America. We successfully requested that universities across the U.S. take immediate action to prevent the vilification and intimidation of students and faculty of Hindu heritage and those of Indian origin by a well-organized anti-Hindu coalition. They organized a nationwide campaign titled Dismantling Hindutva, which targeted Hindus of diverse backgrounds and India by branding them as fascists. HinduPACT members and alumni of Wayne State University worked to expose pathological Hindu hater and law professor Khaled Beydoun. The university was forced to issue a letter of apology in response to Professor Beydoun's vitriol and hate against Hindus. A significant portion of anti-Hindu hatred on our campuses and in the public square emerges from groups and organizations that use Islamist narratives against India on Kashmir as propaganda points. To counter this propaganda, HinduPACT took a proactive approach. We were involved in educating more than 20 lawmakers on these efforts by Pakistan, Turkey, and Qatar to run influence operations using the help of American Muslim organizations that may compromise the integrity of our republic. Some of these influence efforts are directed at Democratic Party lawmakers and community activists. Our Kashmir team, led by Sanjay Kaul, proactively countered a massive anti-India event in Sarajevo, organized by Pakistani agencies in partnership with Al Jazeera and Turkey-based groups. HinduPACT organized an educational event on Capitol Hill with Global Kashmiri Pandit Diaspora, GKPD. Our graphic wall at the Washington Monument was very well received. Our team has been working diligently to recognize the atrocities committed by the Pakistani army in 1971 in Bangladesh as a genocide. During this time, both the Genocide Watch and the Lemkin Institute have come up with reports requesting U.S. and multilateral authorities to declare the Pakistani army a perpetrator of genocide of 3 million people. So far, we have met with over 20 members of Congress and have mobilized grassroots support for this through readouts in city councils across the country. The Armenian American Community and Armenian National Committee of America, ANCA, have partnered in some cities to promote this effort.
The Irvine mayor has joked about making Armenians disappear. Denying the Armenian genocide would have been bad enough, but to joke about it, that too, with the people that support the perpetrators of genocide, is far, far worse. Am I right? As a Hindu, whose people have faced multiple genocides, including the Bengali genocide, we demand that all genocides be recognized and that the perpetrators be held to account.
In October, HinduPACT was a key driver of the Hindu Heritage Month Diwali truck. More than 35 states and cities gave proclamations. And on Deepawali Eve, we wish the people of Manhattan with a digital truck. After the House passed Representative Ilhan Omar's bill on Islamophobia, HinduPACT launched a campaign to expose the deceptive and discriminatory nature of the bill. The bill, which is currently lying dormant in the Senate, can be used to target and victimize individuals and organizations that oppose radical groups in Islamic theocracies. HinduPACT was able to educate senators on this issue. On many occasions, we were told that they were not aware of the ramifications that this bill would have. As we approach the midterm elections, HinduPACT is engaging more and more leaders across the country to share our views on issues that concern Hindu communities across the globe.
Ekam sat vipraha bahuda vadanti. Truth is one, sages call it by different names.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter and other social media at HinduPACT. That's HinduPACT.
Thank you for your continued support.
We cannot do this without you. Namaste.